The very first thing I will say is, you are making friends with your money. The way you spend your money makes you your own best friend or your own worst enemy. Do you hear this, church? The way you are spending your money right now makes you your own best friend, or it makes you your own worst enemy. Now, let's talk about that a little bit. I believe in what's called the 80-20 plan. This is what the 80-20 plan says. I make my life budget on 80% of what I earn, not 100% of what I earn. You hear that? I write my budget based upon 80% of my income, not 100% of my income. Then that top 20%, I give 10% to God, and I pay myself 10%. Otherwise, if all I do is work to pay a bill, I'm in debt slavery. If all your money every week goes to pay a bill, you're not free, you are in debt slavery. Do you get that? And some of you are right now. Some of you, every penny you make has already been spent, and there's no margin. You never pay yourself. You never invest in eternity, because every penny you've made, you've indebted yourself to, and you are a debt slave. Under the 80-20 plan, I live below my means, not above my means. Under the 80-20 plan, I have to define a lifestyle. Now, please, this is hugely important. I never do reruns, but several years ago, I preached a series of sermons called Defining a Lifestyle. And I reduced those 5 sermons down to this little pamphlet. And if enough people are interested, we'll reprint it. And if enough people are interested, I'll do a Saturday seminar on how to define a lifestyle. Why do you need to define a lifestyle? Here's how it works. When I first got married, I was broke and going to college. Sharon and I rented the cheapest, run-down, little dingy apartment we could get. That was our budget. In fact, it was a garage that had been remodeled into an efficiency apartment for college kids, because only college kids were stupid enough to live in it. Well, then I got out of college, I made a little bit more money, I rented a nicer apartment. Then I did a little bit better, and I rented a house. Then I did a little bit better, and I bought my first house, a little bungalow in Cleveland. Then I did a little bit better, and my buddy Don Dooley helped me build this beautiful colonial out in Medina. When I first got married, we drove a Dodge Coronet. That really wasn't in very good shape. Blew the engine in it. Got another car, blew the transmission in. When you buy junk cars, something's always just blowing up in the car. Plus, I don't take very good care of them, so. But then I started making more money. And junk cars weren't good enough for me anymore. I wanted a new car. 1977 shiny red Pinto. Ed Mullinax. Hey, you thought it was a Pinto. It felt like a stinking Cadillac to me. But you know what? Then I started making some more money, and Pintos just weren't cool anymore. Don't you look at your life? The more money you make, you just raise what you think you deserve. Well, at a point in my life, I figured that out, and I said, right now, I'm defining my lifestyle. No matter how much I ever make beyond now, this is my lifestyle. Fact is, we sold the big colonial and downsized because I wanted to find a lifestyle that fit me instead of trying to keep shoving myself into this other lifestyle. I don't want to live in a huge house that nobody's there and you have to clean the darn place anyway just because it does something for my ego. Any amens or no? Church, when you define a lifestyle, you say, this is who I am. If I won the lottery tomorrow, I wouldn't buy a Cadillac pickup. I'd just go buy myself a brand new Ford pickup because I've defined my lifestyle. That's who I am. Do you see? I don't need to do these other things. In fact, when you define your lifestyle, as your income goes up, your net worth goes up instead of your debt going up. You see how that works? If you define your lifestyle and you say, this is my lifestyle, this is the style of home I'm going to live in, this fits my lifestyle, I'm comfortable here. When my income goes up, my house payment doesn't go up. I don't have to have a next bigger house. My net worth goes up. And if you never define a lifestyle, your net worth never goes up because you just keep raising and raising your spending. Do you see? When you make friends with money, the very first friend you should make is yourself. You have to have an economic plan. You have to define a lifestyle so that your debt stays a level or goes down and your net worth goes up. See, at some point, you ought to pay your bills off, and the money you used to put in bills, you put in the bank for you. Look, I don't care what your credit rating is. That's the biggest piece of junk. What is your cash rating? Thank you. Your credit number doesn't mean anything. Your cash number means something. But they sold you that bill of goods. Worry about your credit score. Worry about your credit score. Worry about your cash score, and then you don't have to worry about your credit score. Some of you are saying, Doc, why do we have to do this in church? Listen, if the church doesn't challenge your selfishness, you'll never get it challenged because culture's never going to do it. They only get you to buy junk because they spur your selfishness. If they stop spurring your selfishness, you stop buying their junk. Did you hear the song Tony sang? Let me remind you some of the words. I'm going to be a happy idiot and struggle for the legal tender, where the ads take aim and lay their claim to the heart and the soul of the spender. People are making millions of dollars trying to figure out how to get you to spend your money in stupid ways. They're making millions to make advertisements that are designed for nothing more than to get you to waste your hard-earned money. And believe in whatever may lie in those things that money can buy, where true love could have been a contender. You see, you get yourself in debt slavery, you're under the pressure of it all, you work unrealistic ways, and it kills love in your soul, and it kills love in your family, it kills love in your friendships, it ruins you. Are you there? Say a prayer for the pretender who started out so young and strong only to surrender. Listen, when you define a lifestyle, it makes you powerfully, and it makes you powerfully different than everybody around you because 9 out of 10 people never do it. I got a film clip I want you to see.